Okay, go. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm welcome to the double 15 minutes. So we're in hysterics at the moment because we actually started this broadcast but didn't actually. So technology is not my friend. Yeah.
No.
Actually, any producers out there that want to actually help us produce this, because literally we are both completely useless with technology.
Oh my God. Right.
So, welcome, good afternoon, and welcome to the double 15 minutes. Slightly later than scheduled, but like I said, that is because we are both useless at technology. We actually started the show chatting away, got us all like some way through it, and then realised we hadn't actually clicked go live. So it's the world we're living in. Technology is not always my friend.
No.
Anyway, Neha, welcome.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. And Neha is my beautiful co-host going forward. And as you all know, we've had a name change. So we are now the double 15 minutes. And yeah, it's same format, bringing on amazing guests. Thank you all for joining us. And yeah, Zara, yeah, I can imagine, because I had a message from a few friends saying, where are you? We're waiting. But yeah, well, sorry, technology. Neha, how's your week been?
It's been brilliant. I've been enjoying the ease lockdown. I think there's a lot of positivity out there, and people seem to be a lot more happier and enjoying the weather. So yeah, what about yourself?
Sorry.
Okay.
Laughing because my makeup's gonna smudge. I'm still laughing. We're chatting live. And we weren't, and I'm literally now having a hot flush, because you know at 50 you do get them. My week's good, thank you. At the moment, because we've got that many sort of like days of annual leave that we're trying to use up, I'm actually working a 4-day week, which is amazing. I love it. Every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang on, we've got a few messages coming in. So Neha, could something happen to you? I know, love. What can I say? You know, I embrace my faults. So you know, we obviously sort of were in lockdown.
Yes.
And it's like, Ollie, sorry. I'm reading comments as well. Yeah, you know what, Zara? They are my idols. So you know what? wait until later. You know, it gets better. Yeah, so we found with lockdown, people are actually watching a lot more, you know, because we've not been allowed to go out. So people,
no, exactly.
You know, more Netflix, Amazon Prime, BBC iPlayer. So what is your latest streaming addiction?
The latest one, it's Pose, actually.
Oh, I love
it's so good. I'm on the second season now, but it has been absolutely wonderful. I just can't stop watching it. I don't want it to end.
I know. Well,
what about yourself?
Oh no, my sister and I binge watched all 3 series.
Yes.
And then it's come to the end of series 3. We're like, what do we do now? We're finding other things to watch. But yeah, Pose, I won't give you any spoilers. But okay,
no.
The few that I've binge watched, Never Have I Ever.
Oh my God, that was brilliant.
Yeah, great answer. And then also Dynasty series 3 has started. So yeah, I've just binge watched the whole of series 3. They're so crazy in that show. I mean, like, really, who harms people for money? What sort of crazy world do you have to live in? Oh, and the other one.
Yeah, go on.
Have you watched Afterlife by Ricky Gervais?
No, I haven't actually.
Oh, viewers,
I put that on the list.
Anybody that's joined us, have you guys watched Afterlife, and what do you think of it? Me, it's one of those shows where you're laughing your head off like a maniac 1 minute, and then you're bawling your eyes out, crying.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's an excellent show. Yeah. I mean, the other thing we found now is that, you know, there are a lot more people who are doing a lot of streaming on YouTube, Facebook, Insta Live, etc., aren't they? So, you know, makeup artists, your hairdressers, you've got, like, you know, actors, you've got singers, songwriters, and, you know, there are a lot more. So we've got our guest today is an amazing singer-songwriter, Helen Connelly. Phenomenal voice. And yeah, we're both absolutely in love with her. She is a real powerhouse of a singer. So.
Lovely, Helen. So shall we get started and introduce Helen Colony, please?
Yeah, let's bring her on. Hey, Helen.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, yeah, very well, thank you. How are you two?
All well, not bad.
We're both well. So sorry about the technical glitch.
I'm still not over it, to be honest. It was so good. I might have smudged mascara because I was crying. Like it's too funny.
Oh dear.
And that's when you know it is live when you have to. Sorry, I've got my fan here so that I can sort of like keep myself cool because I literally am really flustered. Yeah, be professional. But Helen, sort of like tell us a little bit more about yourself. So because you live in a very unusual property, don't you?
Yes, I suppose you could say that. Yeah, I live on a houseboat called Ultraviolet, which I live in Essex on the River Colne, with my boyfriend and my dog, who are being very quiet in the background, bless them.
I suppose he hasn't been laughing his head off at our technical.
He's got a really good way of just being able to drown out a lot of what's going on around him.
Yeah.
But my dog might interrupt us at any moment. So yeah, like you say, it's live. So
it's live, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Anything. Be warned. Having said that, we are all animal lovers, so you know what? Let
absolutely fine.
It could happen.
Yeah,
lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, you've got a few questions for.
Yes, I do. Sorry, I kind of lost you there a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
there's another technical issue. Neha was actually just trying to FaceTime me.
I think that happened through my watch, actually. Oh my God, I didn't even realize. Okay, right, let's get serious here.
Actually turn into ugly laughing because
comedy gold.
Right. Let's breathe. Okay, so Helen, so you're a singer and a songwriter. So what actually inspires you to write the songs?
I think anything that's, I write from personal experience. Sorry.
It's once I start, I can't stop. I'm sorry. It's like literally the hysterics of setting.
I'm crying.
Oh my God.
Like, seriously, look.
Oh my God.
Oh, dear me.
It was really hard as well.
You need one of these Amazon.
I know. I really do. Oh God.
Oh Lord.
Sorry, Neha, you were asking.
I was asking about where Helen gets inspiration for writing her music.
Yes. So, yeah. I write from experience, basically. Anything that I'm going through at the time that maybe I need a bit of an outlet for, or anything that's going on in the world that's had a bit of an impact on me, or anything, basically. Just I write from personal experience, so whatever's going on in my life.
Have you ever written about an ex that has really pissed you off?
Oh yeah, you just that's basically all my first EPs were all about.
Yeah, Be warned. Don't
Exactly.
be a singer-songwriter or a writer or an author or a poet off. We will write about you.
We will. You're warned.
Oh my God.
It's not like going, because you've played at a few different venues. So which is like sort of like in your up until now, which is sort of like the most exciting venue that you've actually performed at?
I've been really, really lucky to have fulfilled quite a lot of sort of ambitions and aspirations in terms of live venues to play. But I have to say probably one of the most iconic ones was Ronnie Scott's, you know, like it was you know, to be able to say that you performed at Ronnie Scott's is really, really cool. And hopefully it will happen again and again in the future. Hopefully this is not a one-off. But yeah, it was an amazing night. Like I had lots of support from friends. Some friends came down to actually you know, support me and surprise me. I didn't even know they were going to be there because obviously I live in Essex, so you know they came into London to see me. My dad was there as well, so that was really nice, and my sister. So yeah, no, it was a great night and a fantastic venue. Definitely up there.
I can imagine. If Ronnie Scott's talent booking team are watching this, then you need to rebook Helen. We will have
Lovely. And who are your inspirations you know, who inspires you?
I don't have just like one particular artist or just, you know, I think, you know, growing up, I was inspired a lot by the music that I was. You're cracking me up.
I'm trying to look
Let me remove.
Just had to remove myself. Oh my God.
Right, go on, Helen.
I think, you know, growing up, I was very inspired by the music that was around, you know, around me, really. You know, obviously growing up, my mum and dad, I was inspired by the
We've just had one of our fellow elephant people.
Hi,
Emma. How are you?
Yes, it's nice to hear from you. Yeah, basically, so my mum was really into musicals. You know, and my dad, both of them loved Motown and soul and jazz and blues and just pop and all kinds, really. And then when I was in my teens, I started listening to a lot of soul and R&B and hip hop. But you know, I loved Alanis Morissette growing up. You know, Jagged Little Pill album is still one of my all-time favorite albums to ever listen to. Yeah, just, you know, I think that comes through on my music, really. But when I was really starting to get into singing and, you know, I started to actively try and do something about it, I started listening to Amy Winehouse because a few of my sort of musical friends said that my voice was quite jazz-like. And so I started listening to Amy because she was a really amazing contemporary jazz artist at the time. I mean, she still is, really. So yeah, I mean, I'll definitely say there's been lots of different genres and elements that have where I've got inspiration from.
So with that, because I mean, you've got a real eclectic mix of artists that inspire you. So how would you describe your music?
Sorry, I just got to have a little bit of tea because my voice is getting dry, which is not what you want to do when
No.
Laughing didn't help either.
Oh, so
your music.
Your music style, how would you describe that?
The beauty of the double 15 minutes. We're not at all, and it is literally anything can happen. Emma will probably remember this day, as will you. So Helen and I met a few years ago. We were both working or volunteering at an elephant rescue centre, and the baby boy elephant, who was 8 at the time, was a bit of a character, wasn't he? So I think this is where it goes completely off tangent. He used to love throwing rocks at us, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he was really wild, which, you know, in one way was really lovely because he still had that, you know, wild element to his personality. But yeah, I mean, you never want to be hit by a rock from an elephant ever.
No.
And yeah, I'm yeah, and he had some interesting character traits, to say the least.
It was very male.
Yeah, very male.
Did he do something with his trunk or something or the other?
Well, he took pleasure in pleasure that way. But anyway, we'll move away from that quickly.
Definitely. Oh my God.
Yeah, your music style.
That was a question.
Yes.
I would say a way that I often describe it is bluesy, jazzy pop. I think that's probably the best, you know, the best kind of way I can sort of pigeonhole it. If I had to put it into one sentence, it's probably bluesy, jazzy pop.
Bluesy, jazzy. Oh, that does come up your music to a certain, you know, you've summed it up perfectly, because, you know, having listened to all of your tracks, and I have numerous times because I've actually downloaded them, streamed them, I do find that every single one of your tracks is completely different to the next. So we've had another comment in from Emma. She says that she misses having him throw rocks at us and pushing his water basin out of his enclosure, which he did a lot, and the water fight with him. So it's pretty amazing when you're sort of like, you know, showering an elephant really far from him, but showering him, and then him sort of like sucking up sort of like these like 20 million gallons of water, and then literally blowing them out at you through his trunk.
It was quite refreshing.
I know, because Parisland, that was the area where his enclosure was, had no shade. So,
oh, okay. I hope you only got showered just with the water, didn't you?
Okay, so right, there was one time, and really, there he is now. It's just that there were a few times where we would actually find him playing with himself, that's a word, and that was like something you really don't want to do.
No, we don't want to do that.
Doing that, but you know what? Whatever. But Helen, we've got the pleasure. I mean, obviously, thank you for your company. We've got the pleasure. We are all really honoured that you're going to be singing a few songs for us.
Let's
try.
try.
A little bit more about what you're going to be singing.
I'm going to sing 3 songs for you. 2 of which are from my first EP, Love, Life and Lyricality. It's a bit of a tongue twister, that. And the other one is going to be my title track from my second EP, which I released in 2018, called Garden of Kisses. And yeah, so I'll introduce them as I'm sort of, you know, preparing the track. Yeah, hopefully my voice holds out because I can feel it going.
No!
Lovely. Right. So,
you know what, Neha, and I'll just be your backing band. Not that I can sing, but you know what, I can click my
we can jazz.
Yeah. So, Helen, are you ready to?
Are you ready?
First track.
I think so. I'm ready as I'll ever be, I suppose.
So without further ado, we introduce you to the beautiful, amazing, super talented Helen.
Thank you. Right. Okay. Hi, guys. So the first one I'm going to sing is a song called Brushing Off the Dust. And like I say, this was on my first EP called Love, Life and Lyricality. I recorded it with two really awesome, talented guys called can't get my words out now, Andy Kraz and David Booth. And I've got a music video on there for it if you want to check it out on YouTube. So anyway, let's just get on with it. I leave my morals at the door, I leave my clothes there on the floor. I don't recognize my reflection anymore. If you try to fix something that's broken, you believe. You leave yourself open for the monsters to feed. You keep dragging me down to your level, while I'm just having fun, dancing with the devil. What's become of me? What's become of us? You kick me to the curb and then I'll pick up fast. What's become of me? What's become of us? You trip me, then I fall. I'm always brushing off the dust. Ooh, I'm always brushing. You play me like a puppet, you know with strings of metaphor. You keep giving me so little, but I'm giving you my all. It's getting cold waiting out here in the wings. I'm trying to convince myself I'm more than one thing. But I'm no better than you when the sun goes down. I keep playing a game, bring the shame while we creep around. What's become of me? What's become of us? You kick me to the curb and then I'll pick up first. What's become of me? What's become of us? You trip me, then I fall. I'm always brushing off the dust. Ooh, I'm always brushing. Ooh, I'm always brushing. I leave my morals out the door, leave my clothes here on the floor. I don't recognize my reflection anymore. What's become of me? What's become of us? You kick me to the curb and then I'll pick up first. What's become of me? What's become of us? You trick me, then I fall. I'm always brushing off the dust. Ooh, I'm always brushing. Yeah. Ooh, I'm always brushing. Okay.
That's amazing, Helen. So we had some lovely comments coming in. So Zara says, wow, what a voice. I completely agree with you, Zara. Rupal, my amazing mentor, Rupal has joined us. Hi, Rupal. Thank you for joining us. He said, lovely voice, Helen.
Oh, wow.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, we have. So, right, my lovely. So should we let you get on with your next? We've got loads of like clapping hands from Zara. Thank you, Zara. So should we let you get on with your next track?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the next track I'm gonna do is a song called Live Alive. This one's more of like a sort of jazzy, folky number. And I wrote this probably back in 2013. And again, it's on my first EP.
Okay, so let's go.
Probably gonna start rocking a bit. darkest corners of your mind are gone. Remember the last thing I did for me. I'm sort of finding I just don't have the time. Take your feelings, make them disappear. I used to seize the day, but now it takes me all years. This is the way of the world. This is a sign of the times, and that's just life. You've got to learn to compromise. I wanna break free. I wanna put up a fight. I'm not gonna conform, 'cause someone's version's what's right. I've had enough. I'm gonna show 'em who's tough. I'm not afraid to fail, so that I don't even try. I'd rather be heard by the truth than live a lie. They say, take your ambitions and put them in a box and put them out of reach, so you don't have to sit and think about all of the possibilities and all the things you can do. What might be waiting for you? This is the way of the world. This is a sign of the times, and that's just life. You've got to learn to compromise. I wanna break free. I wanna put up a fight. I'm not gonna conform to someone's version's what's right. I've had enough. I'm gonna show 'em who's tough. I'm not afraid to fail, so that I don't even try. I'd rather be heard by the truth than live a lie. Things may be tough and things may be hard, but I'm not gonna sit around waiting for my life to start. I wanna break free. I wanna put up a fight. I'm not gonna conform to someone's version's what's right. I've had enough. I'm gonna show 'em who's tough. I'm not afraid to fail, so that I don't even try. I'd rather be heard by the truth than live a lie. So I'd rather be heard by the truth than live a lie.
Oh, do you know what? Honestly, that is so good, and I'm so sorry. Doing these things right. No. So, honestly, Helen, your voice is just phenomenal. So tell us about the last song that you're going to be. So we've just had Zara with a few more comments. So Zara saying, love your backing singer. Which one, Zara? Ian has joined us. Hey, Ian. He's saying amazing voice, and you do, Helen. And we've got more
Yes.
from Zara.
Take it away.
Okay.
So tell us the last one.
The next one is my title track for my second EP. I released this in 2018. I worked with a really, really cool producer called Simon Gogley on it. He's actually won a Grammy for working with U2. Really talented guy. So I'll just press play. You keep whispering so intently. My vision becomes unclear. You hurry a glass of lies and hush my surprise. I get drunk on every word you say. But when the spell is broken, you leave me us talking. You blended out of pieces all my name. Yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. Like common sense, the opposite is slowly turning to rest. There's no way I can win. You have the Midas touch. I can't even disguise it out there in my eyes. Watching me and how I feel for it. But when the spell is broken, you leave me us alone. You let it cut the pieces of my day. Yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. You got enough kisses that you planted so lovingly on me. Laced with poison, and they taste so bitter sweet. Yeah, you know exactly what you're doing. Yeah, you know exactly what you're doing.
Amazing. Very
Hey,
good.
round of applause. Thank you so
so
much.
much.
That was such an honour. Right, so we are going to throw a few questions at you.
Yes.
Firstly, imagine this, okay? And this is going to happen. I feel this is going to happen for you. Imagine this. You are in the USA and also you're at the Brits, okay? And you have won Best Album of the Year. What is your acceptance speech?
Oh, what? You can't do that to me.
I can.
I can't do that. It'd be something along the lines of, you know, oh no, this is really cringe.
I want to hear it.
Exactly.
It'd be something along the lines of, you know, I'll be thanking everybody who I worked with on the album. Probably my family, my friends, and more importantly, the fans, because, you know, you can't get anywhere in music without the people who support you and the people who actually listen to your music. So yeah, probably along those lines.
I think that's about right.
We did warn you we were going to be throwing a few things at you that carefully. So if you were to collaborate with any current artist, who would that be?
Oh, current artists. I really love Sam Fender.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's really awesome. I love Billie Eilish, but I'm not sure I don't know, we might work together, but I mean not work together, I mean like our styles of music. I'd love one of my biggest ambitions would be to work with somebody like Mark Ronson or something like that. As a, just co-write with him and produce my stuff. I mean, there's so many really cool artists out there at the moment. So, but those are the ones that spring to mind.
Yeah.
Mind, oh, brilliant.
Never know.
Excellent. You never know. That's it.
You never know. Now, we have a few questions for Helen.
Yes, we did. Right. So, nothing about music. Let's go on to something else. Right. So, on a night out, what would be your favorite alcoholic drink?
I'm not really that fussy when it comes to alcohol.
What about Rupa?
I think it all just depends on where I am and what kind of mood I'm in. I mean, I like anything from some wine to gin and tonic or a good Guinness.
So just as long as it's alcoholic, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Here we go.
Right, go for it.
Mojito or margarita?
Mojito.
Mojito.
Margarita. Oh my God, lovely. So, red or white wine?
Red.
Never both together. It depends on my mood.
Yeah. I do like white.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose between them.
So a nice Sauvignon or a Malbec. I'd probably go for the Sauvignon.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Now,
Mine's white. Mine's white.
So, all right. Here's a question: champagne or prosecco?
Oh.
Prosecco.
Prosecco.
No, definitely.
Yes.
Also, I am a bit averse to a bit of Laurent Perrier pink, but actually, if I'm going to choose prosecco,
Yes.
Now you've got another.
I do. Yes. Beer or cider?
Beer.
Kopparberg cider.
Yes, with lots of ice.
I know.
Definitely.
Strawberry one. Okay. What about? Okay, here's one. Gin and tonic or Pimm's?
Such a difficult one. I'll choose both.
Oh!
Exactly. Why do you have to choose one or the other?
Why not? What about Rupa? What about you?
Oh, definitely both.
Both? Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm G and T then.
That makes you go for 3 of each.
All right, fair enough. Right. Porn star martini or jalapeno martini?
Porn star. Jalapeno sounds painful.
Yes.
Yeah, Neha and I found that out the hard way many years ago at a club called Floridita.
Oh my God.
I'm not advocating getting drunk, people, but actually sometimes it's okay. But I think we were a little bit inebriated by that point, and so I don't know how many jalapeno martinis we had, but yeah, we were having down with shots of ice water. Yeah, porn star martini. What about you, Neha?
Porn star martini, definitely.
Porn star martini or espresso martini?
Oh, I like.
Oh, espresso, I think.
Yeah, okay.
I like espresso martini.
Yeah. It depends on who makes it and where you get it from.
It can go drastically wrong, like mojitos.
Well, yeah, no, that's just it. I mean, I think I've been somewhere where they've just like literally poured a bit of the alcohol, poured some lime juice in and said, there's your mojito. And it's like, that's not a mojito.
No, it tastes horrible.
Yeah, it has to be done properly.
Sometimes it tastes like minty water.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. No, we don't want that one.
Like cordial water, which is even worse. But okay, so after you guys, our audience can see sort of like where this is going. So after a night out, what is your food of choice?
Cheese and chips.
Cheesy cheese.
Like that as well.
Melted or without melted cheese?
Definitely melted cheese. I can't have it if it's not melted when it's handed to me.
Yeah.
I take it back. I'm a bit of a Karen. I'll take it back and be like, no, it needs to be melted. And then
I love it. Sorry, any Karens that are really nice.
sorry,
people,
Karen. I've got a cousin called Karen, and Karen's getting a bit of a bashing lately, haven't they? Poor love.
I know. What's the male version of Karen? It's Kevin, isn't it? So yeah. To be fair, that if it's not proper, you've got to give it back because there's no point in having bits of cheese.
No.
Cheese. So would it be cheddar or would it be like the American like?
The awful stuff. It'd be the stuff that's really probably not even cheese. It'd be like the ones. It's really thick, isn't it? Cheesy chips.
Yeah.
And it just sort of.
Yeah.
Like that. So you know it in your mouth at once. And you're really drunk. You're like ugly eating.
Anyways. Oh my God.
Right, so here's a question, right? So growing up in the 80s and 90s in the UK, they had a TV show called Count Duckula. And it was a duck that was a vampire, and he had a nanny that always had a broken arm in a sling. Now, here's the question that always confused the hell out of me. Count Duckula was a vampire duck, but he was actually vegetarian. How does that work?
That's very Twilight, isn't it?
It is very Twilight, actually.
Right? I mean, that's where she got her inspiration from.
Do you think so? Yeah, the sort of like the vegetarian vampire. But how would they survive?
That is
a question for the century, I think.
I think so, yeah. So anybody out there that's watching this that has got the answer to that question, please let us know, because this is something that really keeps us all awake at night, thinking about how Count Duckula, the cartoon duck with the nanny with a broken arm, was actually a vegetarian vampire.
I mean, I can sleep okay, but that's fine.
Yeah. Some people might not be.
I'm happy.
Nice. Yeah, nice. So, Helen,
lovely.
Let her know.
Please do. Yeah, it's bothering me. So now you've got a few more questions for Helen.
I do. Right. So, what was it again? I've even forgotten. Right. So we're gonna be having. How are we finding your links and everything? So we're gonna be. Are you on all your social media and everything? We're gonna find your links on there. How are we gonna follow you and all?
I'll post some links afterwards if anybody wants to download any of the songs that they've heard me perform live today. But yeah, I'm on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Google Play. You can even Shazam me if you really want.
Oh wow, okay.
So, yeah, I'm on all the major downloads and streaming platforms. But a good one-stop shop, if you like, is my website. So it's www.helenconnelly, that's CONNELLY, music.com. And on there has all the links and videos and whatnot.
Excellent.
So
lovely.
Yeah, we will post those in the comments section on the double 15 minutes page. Helen, here's the thing. So obviously, you're following your dream in terms of music and pursuing your music career. What if there are any sort of like aspiring singers, songwriters out there? What would your words of encouragement be for them?
I would say first and foremost, believe in yourself. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone as well, and work hard, be determined, but be kind to yourself as well, and don't forget the reason why you started in the first place. Always do it for the love first and foremost, and I think then you will always be happy.
Lovely.
Helen, you know what? It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. And I think
thank you.
what a brilliant way our Sunday with lots of laughter, technical issues, inappropriate questions.
My dog barking in the background.
I know, I love the dog. And also, it's giving us ideas about what we're going to be drinking once we can actually start socialising again. But, you know, to sort of like wear those rings around you so you maintain your 2 metre distance. Just to say, Helen is going to be joining us again in a few weeks with hopefully a few more of her songs. She hopefully will be co-hosting with myself and Neha. We'll be, you know, shooting the breeze. Hopefully we won't have any more technical issues. We probably will carry on being Phil and Holly. Here's a question, Zara. If we're Phil and Holly, which one of us is Phil?
Oh!
And yeah, so, you know, thank you to everybody for joining us. Now, you know, please share our page, the Double 15 Minutes, with all of your friends, with all your family. You know, this is just two girls just having a bit of banter, having a bit of fun, and also helping to promote homegrown talent, because we've got amazing singers like Helen, who is a phenomenal talent. Let's support our homegrown talent. So we will share all the links in the comments where you can download Helen's music. Please go to them, download her EPs. You will honestly love them because they are so amazing. Every single song is completely different. And you've had a little bit of a snippet of what her acceptance speech will be like when she wins.
Yes.
And she wins a Brit Award. And any music producers out there listening, you need to be working with Helen. Thank you all. To let you know, Helen is on Facebook, Helen Connelly Music. She's on Instagram. She is also on Twitter. And you know, just like she said, you've got all of the downloads, so your iTunes, your Spotify, Shazam her music. And Zara has just said she loved it. Helen, thank you.
Thanks, Zara. Thank you.
Any final words for people watching, Helen?
Well, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you've laughed with us, and I hope you all have an amazing Sunday and the rest of the week, and stay safe and stay classy.
Stay classy. And right, your first show with on this. So what words have you got for everybody?
Sorry, I missed the question
there. Yeah, you see, this is where you know it's completely live.
Bad laugh! Bad laugh on.
Now, what have you got?
Sorry, no, I just completely missed your question there.
What have you got to say to everybody that's joined us?
Oh, I've been out. It's been a wonderful time. I know that we've had a few issues, a few laughters, but hey ho, that's the way it is. This is what it's all about, is a chitty chat time. You know, so let's have fun. And thank you so much to spend your Sunday afternoon with us, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, just to say, next week we will be back at 12 o'clock. Next week you will have the pleasure of Neha and myself, and Neha will be co-hosting, but she'll also be talking about hair, makeup, beauty, and also getting ourselves ready to go back out to work, to start facing people again. Because I think a lot of us during the week are probably makeup free, hair scraped back, roots outgrown. So Neha will be talking us through sort of, you know, just a little bit of maintenance and what we can do. And next week we are going to be on Instagram Live, but onto our Facebook page. So please go to the link, the Double 15 Minutes on Facebook, click on it, like it, follow it, share it with your friends. We're on Instagram, the Double 15 Minutes. Please go join us, follow us, get everybody to follow us, because you know what? It's all about laughter. It's all about keeping people happy.
Yes, lovely. So, Helen, we obviously, please, if you can, give us a few little bit of your melody before we leave.
Will you play us out?
Please play us out.
What, with music or just like a cappella?
You know what? Your voice is so phenomenal.
Your voice, exactly.
Okay, I'll do a little snippet of my song, Do You Remember, which is on my second DP, Garden of Kisses.
Before you do that, we've just had a comment from Zara saying, right, that seals it. Neha is Phil. Oh, I'll take that. I love Holly with a booby, so you know what? I'll take Holly. All right. Thank you, Zara. But I do love Phil. I think Phil is amazing.
I love them both.
And Gordon Gopher. There you go. Helen, we will, sorry, you.
Exactly.
You want to take it away?
Oh my God. Okay.
Crazy laughing join us next week, because you just don't know what's going to happen. Helen.
Okay. Do you remember when we first met? I just surrendered to every last kiss. You gave me the world with your gaze, blissfully under a summer haze.
Lovely. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.